I got loyalty, got royalty inside. This is my why DNA. I say that. I got royalty inside. This is why I say that.
3, 2, 1.
You get that notification, bombs go live. Hold on, what you doing? Let's go take a ride to the TV where we sit and watch her gossip about me, cause I can't leave her alone. I'll be bomb, I wanna be bombshell. Coming hot, coming soft, don't matter where I come. You're gone, a lot of risk, good or bad. You're listening to me, cause I'm bombshell, baby. Tuning every night, lose track of time. Her words cut deep, yeah, they mess with my mind. Can't escape the show no matter how I hide. She's got me hooked on this wild ride. I wanna be bomb, I wanna be bombshell. Coming hot, coming soft, don't matter where I come. You're gone, a lot of risk, good or bad. You're listening to me, cause I'm bombshell, baby. Tuning every night, lose track of time. Her words cut deep, yeah, they mess with my mind. Can't escape the show no matter how I hide. She's got me hooked on this wild ride. I wanna be bomb, I wanna be bombshell. Coming hot, coming soft, don't matter where I come. You're gone, a lot of risk, good or bad. You're listening to me, cause I'm bombshell, baby. From the screen to the real life, blurred lines we cross. Every word, every glance makes me feel like I'm lost, but I'm addicted, yeah, I keep coming back. She's my bombshell, got me caught in the beat. Bomb, I wanna be bombshell. Coming hot, coming soft, don't matter where I come. You're gone, a lot of risk, good or bad. You're listening to me, cause I'm bombshell, baby.
Welcome to Bomb Nation, baby. What's Bomb always do? Bomb always wins. Boom!
Stop. What up? Hey, y'all. Hey. What's going on? What y'all doing? What's shaking, bacon? I decided to take a little time for y'all this afternoon. I gotta go get somebody like 4:15 or something like that. But anyway, yeah. Stop that. Stop it. Oh, please. Hold on just a minute, y'all. I hope everybody's doing good. Y'all have been having a good day? I'm looking something up. Give me just a second. Sorry about that. Well, I thought I did that. Dang it. What's happening? Oh, well. Okay, anyway. So, I've noticed that I was tagged in a video. Now, why am I tagged in the video? Thank you for that. Thank you, Green. I appreciate you. Why was I tagged in a video that I wasn't even being mean about anybody about? I wasn't dragging anybody. I mean, what's wrong with y'all? That's the problem around here. Nobody can take anything. Oh, look, y'all. Flavor's restreaming me. Good. Because we're going to have a conversation about Flavor, too. We certainly are, Miss Ma'am. Now, before I get into PaperCut Tina, because this bitch can't ever find her own content, right? And the whole I didn't show it out of respect for you and all the things. Well, come to find out, she did in fact show it. I mean, I don't know why I believed her. You know, I don't know why that I thought that she actually gave a shit. You know what I mean? And that was me being emotional because, as I've always said, I don't really hate Flavin. Not really. And she's done a lot of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? She called my dad a pedophile. All the things, right? But I really still didn't even have that kind of level of hate for her that I have for JJJ, right? I just don't. I really don't. And I never will. I never will. We've both said a lot of things and done a lot of things, and neither one of us are innocent by any means. You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm trying to find some glass. You know what I mean? But when you get to talking about my mama's headstone that she never had, right? And then telling me that I lied about me burying my dad, right? Like, what the fuck, bitch? Don't fix your mouth to talk about things you don't fucking know. Why do I even have to explain anything about my parents or anything? I don't owe you shit. You know what I mean? But why lie about it? Why are you telling people that my mama had a headstone for a really long time? My mother died in 2013. If she had a headstone, yes, she would have had one for a long time. But she doesn't have one. We had her service at the funeral home chapel. And we brought her home. Because her request was to be buried with Dad. If that's your business. So we brought her home and put her on the shelf right in front of her favorite chair in the den where she loved to sit, right? And when Dad passed, we gave the funeral director her ashes. He combined them, then made us all separate. We bought separate little bitty urns that you can put on a table, like small ones, right? And we each got one as the children. It was a little blue urn with bluebirds on it. Daddy and Mom love bluebirds. They love birds in general. So the cemetery didn't know any different, and we also put our family pup in there because he passed away 6 months before Daddy did. Okay. So they put he put his ashes in there too. Because again, that's what they wanted. And then they buried them in the Military National Cemetery in Andersonville, where my brother's was buried. Right. So I don't know where you got that my mama had a headstone and that you've seen this headstone. So I want you to produce that headstone or apologize. And I mean that. Yeah, no business talking about shit you don't know. You don't know shit. You really don't. And why even talk about it right after I lost my brother? I mean, like, why? And then send somebody in here who goes, I could have sworn you told us that they were buried. They are buried. And you can absolutely take ashes out of an urn to be put in little bitty urns for your family to keep. I don't know where you got that. Of course we buried them. I mean, like, what else would we do? My mama always said she was never going to be buried because they believed in the Bible, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. They want to come into this world. They want to leave this world just like they were supposed to come into this world, right? That's what they said. So, of course we did. It's cheaper to cremate someone. And my mom said that she did not want to be in a coffin where bugs could eat her body. That's exactly what she said. She said, there's no way I'm going to be put into the ground where bugs can get in my coffin, whatever, what have you, right? It's pretty morbid to talk about, but she always said that. And she really meant that, and I don't blame her a bit. Who wants bugs on you? You know? But yeah, so my mom said the same thing. And you know what's so crazy, Lee, is I get it. Like, I never even thought about it. You know what I mean? I don't know if coffins are like, I don't know if anything can get into a coffin, but your mom said the same damn thing. Yeah, nobody wants bugs crawling all over them when you passed away. I know that they embalm them and whatnot, but I don't know what happens because I'm not in the coffin. I don't know. But my mama said she didn't want to chance it. Okay? So there's that. So yeah, that, you know, I don't know why you were even speaking on it. I don't know where you got that you can't take ashes out of a urn and put them into a small urn for someone. My mom is, well, my dad's buried. They're all buried together in the same urn that we placed that they buried my dad in. They're all together. And that's what they wanted. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the amount of remains there is when someone is cremated. It's huge. I mean, not huge, but it's a good, I mean, it's a human. Okay. It's not just a little bit. It's a very simple process that a funeral director can do for you. So we all had mom and dad and the pup that followed my dad literally everywhere. And they loved him, you know, we all loved him. So I mean, like, what's the problem? Why would you say that my mom had a headstone? I never said that ever. I also never said that my mom was buried either. I mean, she is buried with my father. I separated my mom so my brother and niece could have some ashes. Well, they did do that. They do. It's done all the damn time. I don't know why that's so. She's so smart over there because she knows everything there is to know, right? They will put ashes in little bags for you to do with as you want, as many as you want. Well, they didn't do that for us. We bought little bitty urns that you can sit on a table or wherever you want to put it. We've all got one. My brother, myself, my sister, and my brother's son. And they also buried the urn at the cemetery. We've all seen my father's headstone because Flavor put it on her community post. So why are you saying that I lied about my father being buried? Or that my mother, I mean, why would I lie about any of that? The funeral director took care of all of it. We didn't have to do anything. You have to purchase the separate urns, right? But you still are able to do so. So I don't know why anybody. I'm not upset. Well, yeah, I'm upset about it because I just lost my brother, and there's no reason for her to even say anything like that. And then make a community post about it. Like I'm lying about my dad being buried somewhere. Well, you put his headstone on your effing community post. So yeah, you need to write that. You absolutely do. Because you don't know what you were talking about. A lot of people have lockets with some of their parents' ashes Yes, I purchased a locket from the funeral home. I wanted that instead of an urn. Well, I don't really wear jewelry like that, so I did. Right now, my dad's in a little paint can in my room, and in a couple Build-A-Bears for his grandkids. I don't think I've ever came on this platform and ever said one thing about my mom having a headstone. We didn't bury my mother. After the service, we brought my mother home, as she requested, if that's your concern. Well, I know I haven't because she never had a headstone. My grandmother has a headstone, and my grandfather, both my grandmama and granddaddy have headstones. But why do I have to explain any of that? And why are you just lying about it? I don't speak about my mom all that much. Because I said I couldn't find the urn that my parents were in, and I still haven't. That wasn't for sympathy, that was just the truth. I am going to go back to my storage and look again, and I pray that it's in one of those boxes. I've handled that with, like kid gloves. So, yeah. And it was on my dresser. There's a little box with the things that were on my dresser. So I'm praying that it's in there. I don't understand why you would even do something like that. And that would upset anybody. You don't want anybody talking about your family. You don't want anybody to do any of this, but you damn sure think that you can just do whatever to somebody and they better not respond. Bitch, listen, sit down, Flavor, because at the end of the day, I'll do whatever I goddamn want to do. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about it when I want to talk about it, how the fuck I want to talk about it. And I know that you've been talking shit because people tell me, and I've kept my mouth shut because I did think it was a kind gesture with the kudo board and all the kind things that people said. I did, so I really did keep my mouth shut about it. I was like, it's whatever. Thank God none of you have to go through what I've been through and are currently going through. I don't wish that on anybody, not even you. Absolutely, I didn't. That wasn't the first thing I thought about. No, of course it wasn't. Why does it matter what you say to your chat, anyways? Just leave mom and her family alone. It's that damn simple. It is pretty simple. I don't know why they care if my parents have a headstone or not. Like, I mean, why even bring that up or say anything like that, knowing what I've gone through, knowing I just lost my brother, so I don't understand. And then put it on a community post like you fucking know something. So yeah, you better write it. I'm not over here lying about anything about my parents' burials. It's fucking weird as fuck, man. Like that's, I mean, do you just have absolutely no couth whatsoever? So if I fix my mouth to start talking about the fact about the shit that you lied about, and I can show and prove one more time for the ones in the back of the choir, you'd fucking all be up in arms. What a piece of shit I am. What a real lifer I am, and all the things, right? How much more do y'all think that I'm going to take from any of you? How much more? It's so damn weird that they keep talking about my parents, period. Right. I'm still not on here every day asking anybody to help me out about nothing. It's like I can't talk about anything without somebody making a community post trying to say that I'm lying about it. It's just like the whole job thing. You got on a live stream and fixed your fucking mouth to say that I was lying about having a job. And then when you saw in the eviction, apparently, that you played, oh, well, you do work for Catch a Cab. After telling all these people that I was lying about it all. You remember that? When I wasn't lying about any of it. And that's why you turned on me. Remember, Flava? Remember? You said I lied to you about it all when I didn't lie to you about none of it. So you turned on me for no reason. Was I making enough money to sustain the house? No, I wasn't. I wasn't. Sure, I'm still not. But I am trying to rectify that situation. The bottom line is my eviction didn't affect anybody on this platform. None of you. And to be humiliated like I was is really fucked up. And I honestly would have never done that to any of you. So I don't know whether it's y'all are trying to get me to commit suicide or what. And yeah, I said the word suicide. I'm not going to say unalive. I won't call it what is called. I don't know if that's what y'all are trying to do or what. And then to say that I'm that my dog's being taken out was traumatizing, so why play it? Who did traumatize? My dogs are alive. Michelle can't say the same. Michelle allowed her dog to sit up there and be eaten from the inside out by worms until it got anemia and it couldn't come back from that. And then still trying to say that Beezer killed your dog. Flavor was right about one thing. You are god dang lucky that I haven't gotten in a car and dragged your asses out of y'all's houses and beat the living breaks off of you. Bo was probably having fun. He wasn't traumatized. They couldn't catch Bo. And shout out to Paws Humane for not doing anything to my dogs and allowing me to have my dogs. They couldn't catch Bo. Bo jumped out the window. Sadie apparently came out on a leash. Now, I assumed that when he opened the door, to the house that they ran out. Because again, I wasn't there when it started. I didn't see any of it. That's what I assumed. And then I saw somebody go into Southern Muttons and say that I lied about that. I didn't lie about shit. I wasn't there. I didn't see anything. I assumed that when he opened the door, they both ran out. That's what I thought. Bo apparently jumped out the window. But I really don't owe y'all an explanation about why I do anything that I do. Bo was running everywhere when I pulled up. I called his name. He came to the car and got in. They couldn't get him in. Well, after a while, after I figured out what was going on and I got out of my car and I realized exactly what was happening, you know, like when y'all watched it, I didn't see. When y'all saw me pull up, that's when I realized what was going on. I had not been told that the sheriff and all them were there, okay? The only thing that I was told was that my dogs were out and they had them and they were going to stay there and hold them until I could get there. That's all I was literally told on the phone and in the message. No, Bo was not traumatized. Sadie wouldn't. Now, they pissed me off about Sadie, but thank you for being kind to Sadie. And I thanked them. And they gave me some dog food and stuff, you know. Like, if those dogs were being neglected or hurt in any way, they wouldn't have given me my dogs back. I haven't watched it. I lived it. There's really no reason for me. Seems convenient that Flavor's job schedule perfectly fits Bob's live streaming appearance. Now she finds it content to lie, twist, dishonor your deceased parents while you're grieving your brother. I didn't even know she had a job. Bo wasn't going to be caught. Bo was like, fuck y'all. Where's my mama? That's what I want to know, where my mama is. And I haven't even come back on here to talk shit about Flavor either. All I said is that you need to right your wrong because that's just a lie. I don't know why you would even talk about a headstone for my parents. I don't know why you also told me that you didn't show it. When someone sent me a screenshot of you watching it. Among other things. That I just don't really even care about at this point. I really don't. Most of it is just really unimportant, you know. They would have kept him if something was going on with him. Bo would be easily adoptable. Well, I won't hesitate. Fuck her, Bommy. Pretty sad that she had to go this far into something she knows nothing about to bother you. I really don't know why she would say something, honestly. All right. Anyway. I try to be, regardless. You know what I think is cute as hell? Is that we go to the office every day to speak to the lady that runs the place, right? That's family. Leave family out of it. I agree. I don't think I've spoke about any of their families about anything. She has to lie or restream you, JJJ or MS. Well, I mean, I don't care about people restreaming or whatever because I've restreamed people, right? But I just wanted to address that. Like that's just not cool at all. Just leave them alone. I don't know why you would do something like that. And if you don't apologize, then okay, it's on, and I mean that. I know this is the drama community, but isn't there enough real life drama these idiots can talk about instead of making shit up about you for clicks and views? They wouldn't have a channel without you. I mean, I guess not. I don't know. None of this should be content. All this personal life, not YouTube. So now it's okay to go real life. It destroys people's lives, trying to break someone down till they self-delete. I guess so. Well, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Anyway, so I'm moving on. I just wanted to address that. If it's so important that people know where my parents and how my parents were married, okay, are we clear now or no? Just making sure that we're clear. Now let's move on to what I was going to watch. This is what we're going to talk about in a minute. Because I heard JJJ went into this little thing too. And while Jenny was over there saying that I hurt my animals and all the things and how traumatizing it was, why doesn't she tell the world why she leaves her animals out and 16-degree weather in the snow. Hurry the fuck up, bitch. So why do you do that to animals? I wish we could just put you out in the snow. Now, the other night when I was just talking about things, right, and just looking around YouTube, and I got tickled. Hey, see you later. How you doing? They better not lie about that. I'm telling you now. Because I am on that time. I promise. Hey, see you later. How you doing? So let's talk about Bomb Show Reloaded. Glad I could make you laugh. You did make me laugh. I can't help it. You do make me laugh. I have no hate whatsoever for PaperCut Tina. Not an ounce of hate, okay? Because she does make me laugh. What are you talking about? There's so many things wrong with that lady. Seriously. But yeah. And I know that if I watch it, and I'm going to watch it, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. That lady is like, It would take me forever to address all the lies that bitch has really told on me, honestly. Jenny lies about everybody. But why is the little drummer boy, and how does that relate to PCT? Well, okay, 1 minute and I'll show you. Well, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And I'm not even, and yeah, I mean, I may be joking about that. You know, I'm just really just joking about it because she cuts her own hair. And it does look like a box a little bit like the little drummer boy had with his little hat on. JJJ stated on her live that her big dog lives outside all year long, not an inside dog. That is so wrong. That's animal abuse, freezing in the winter. She lives, well, there's a lot of people that may have outside dogs, but they have dog houses and things. Yeah, she does. Her big dog lives outside all year long. Debbie Cake girl hair. Yeah, okay. All right. So I'm an animal abuser while you're leaving a big dog out in the freezing cold all year round. And in the summertime, he's outside. But I abuse my animals? Ma'am? Why even have a dog if you're going to keep it outside 24/7? You can have watchdogs that can come in. People do it all the time, especially in Tennessee where it snows and things. Maybe I should call animal control about you. You have it chained up all the time too? Jennifer, I bet you it's chained up all the time too, isn't it? So it doesn't run off? Because God forbid what would ever want to live with you. Is that what you do? But I'm the problem here? I don't think I'd ever leave my dog out in freezing weather. And I certainly wouldn't allow it to be outside in the middle of the summer with heat stroke. Oh, she has 2 dogs, and she said only the little dog is allowed in the house. So one of the dogs is allowed in, but the other one, because it's a big dog, is not. And that's okay with y'all? Mo? Snake? Y'all okay with that? Is it chained up every night and every day? Maybe somebody needs to go take a look at that, Jennifer. You are a true piece of shit. Unless she's got a livestock guardian dog, they don't belong outside in the freezing weather. Unless it's a Pyrenees, okay, built for that kind of weather, right? Bo is originally a working dog. He's a working class dog. And he's got so much fur on him. He loves it when it's cold outside. It feels good to him. That doesn't mean I keep him outside. There are dogs that guard livestock. You're absolutely right. Where's all her livestock at then? I'm sorry. What kind of dog is it, Jennifer? How do you even take care of the big dog, ma'am? You can't even pick up yogurt. You can't even catch your breath to walk 5 feet. You're literally sitting in a wheelchair all day, every day in your own piss. When do you even give them attention? You're so busy staying on the internet 24/7. But I'm the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Why is nobody up in arms about all that? I never. It gets twice as cold in Tennessee as it does in Georgia. I couldn't imagine. The problem with me and my dogs is I pamper my dogs. I cover them up if they're cold. They are, I promise you, they're certainly not neglected or abused and left outside by itself every day, all day and all night. You know, as a cab driver, you see a lot of things, right? You see a lot of things you don't really want to see. And I get genuinely upset when I pull up into somebody's yard and I see a dog chained up with no water, no food, no nothing, and it's cold or burning hot outside. I can't fucking stand it. I just want them left. I just want to get them off that chain and say, go be free. I literally pulled up to somebody's house where she had all these baby puppies, and one of the dogs was just walking around with something tied to its neck. And it was freezing cold outside. So I absolutely called False Humane on that. I sure did. I pulled up to a house one time that had 3 dogs in a crate outside underneath its carport. 3 dogs in one crate. I called False Humane about that too. Y'all sit here and tell me I don't need Bo and all this thing. It's not y'all's decision what I do with my dog. We go on long walks, literally. They get more exercise here than they did at the house. They just run around the yard every now and then. We actually go for long walks. When do you give the big dog a bath? I mean, when do you do any of that? So you're sitting over there running your mouth about how and calling animal control on me when you're abusing your own dog? Oh, bitch, please. Oh, girl. Oh, honey. Oh, sweetie, you're going to have a problem with me. I promise you. And I'm telling you to your face, you're about to have a big problem with me. shut your mouths about my dogs and myself. Because I know that my dogs in that eviction video certainly didn't look abused, neglected, or unfed, or even unloved. Okay? I'm tired of people on this platform thinking they can just tell people whatever they need to tell them and expect people to listen to you. I'm a grown-ass woman. If I want to have 5 dogs in this room, as long as they're fed and loved and taken care of, what is it to you? You put all that on your mama, your elderly mom, Jennifer, you sorry bitch. Why you keep smoking. And you're never going to get better, Jennifer, because you keep smoking. Not with the condition you have. My friend is in remission from it. She stopped smoking years ago. I love the way that you judge others while you are a complete shit person. You don't deserve an animal. Because mainly you are an animal. With a cooter canoe. All right, let's move on. So we're going to listen to what Cutie Patootie Tina had to say. It blows my mind. I know you're working and busy offline, but good Lord, half the time I'm on YouTube, I'm like, I wonder what Bombshell's been up to because you don't go live as much as you used to. No, I don't. And people still manage to blame you for things and nitpick how you do things. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, she does. And she's never going to get well because she does. So when did Flavor get this job? She's had so many since we started. And how does her schedule coincide every time I go live? Isn't that weird? But I digress. So let's listen. And again, I'm not going to drag her or be mean to her because I wasn't mean to Tina in my previous live stream. I do think that she needs to want better for herself than someone who's never going to love her. I do. I don't think she should ever settle to be someone's mistress or side chick or side piece or what have you. You're a pretty lady. You shouldn't want that for yourself. I wasn't mean about any of it. Well, that's not my problem. That's hers. Mine does too. Well, Bo will sleep with me for a few minutes, and then he gets on the floor because the floor is cool to him. He gets hot up on the bed. Sadie sleeps right next to the bed in her bed. You have always said your opinion and stated it with class and empathy. Not always. But when a lady thinks that being a mistress would be better than being nothing, I'm sorry. I don't agree. And I just think that she's a pretty lady. She should go find someone offline who in real life who she could see every day and that will love her for her quirky self. Everybody deserves that. All right. So let's share it. And I'm not going to be mean about it now. She does make me laugh. Is she gonna dance?
I can tell she believes me, and she's right. It doesn't matter. Hi, Flotez.
See, I think she's a pretty lady. Look at her cute little outfit. Don't cut your hair anymore, Tina. Honey, stop that. But look at that cute little outfit she's got on with a little lipstick. She's not ugly at all. And to tell you the truth, to be her age, her body is banging. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter either way if we did or didn't.
Right.
Every single person that has contacted me in comments or in my messenger, all of them, they don't even say we believe you. They don't have to. And I can tell you believe me. I know she believes me. Jimmy knows he's a player, or he used to be. The reason I'm doing this live, okay, I know.
Well, here's the thing, babe. Whether it happened or it didn't happen, honey, at this point in the game, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It doesn't matter. He's found someone that he wants to share the rest of his life with, you know? And that should be respected. What happened 3 years ago really doesn't matter in the scheme of things, because at the end of the day, he found someone that he loves that he's going to spend the rest of his life with. Does that make sense? No, I don't. Yeah, I really wish she wouldn't cut her hair anymore. Listen, hey, honey, how are you, sweetie? Listen, I had a haircut like that in kindergarten, and mostly through school. I can't lie. So there you go. I'm just saying. But like, stop it! Don't cut your hair anymore. Please don't cut your hair again. But you know, like, let me tell you something. I've loved the guy so much so that I didn't care whether I was his side piece, his back piece, his mistress, what have you, because I loved him that much, right? And that man didn't love me like that. I was a part-time. We would go out and we would, you know, have a good time. But as far as settling down with me, he didn't want to do that. And there was a woman that he had like loved for like 5 years. And he told me about her. They weren't together at that time, right? They had been together at one point, and then she dumped him, and then it came back, right? So I guess I was there to fill in the blanks. And I was okay with that at the time because I thought that I couldn't get any better. Until I realized that I could. And then I left him alone. But it took me a long time to leave him alone. You know what I mean? Because you know, at some point when you're with somebody like that, you always think, well, if he spends more time with me, then he's going to fall in love with me, or I'll be the one that he chooses. You should never be with a man that doesn't choose you first. But it took me forever and a lot of low self-esteem until I really realized that, you know, he wasn't a good man, and he certainly wasn't a good man for me. If somebody else wanted to do that, that's fine, but I wasn't going to do it anymore. Does that make sense? And really, that's, you know, like, that's neither here or there. But I mean, I've been where she's been, you know, like, I get it. But it's been long enough now where it doesn't matter anymore. He's moved on, and he's with the person that he wants to marry. So just respect the fuck out of that. I don't have a lot of respect for somebody who's going to come on a live stream and tell all, yeah, should Dolly have just said, you know what? Yeah. And I'm sorry. Yeah, he should have. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter anymore. And I get the justification of wanting to justify why you said things, why you did things, or why you're doing this now, because you said that 3 people in PJ's chat or what have you said you were a liar, delusional, and all the things. So how do you feel now that you put all this out there? Does it make you feel better? Do you really believe that it makes you look any better when you knew that he was involved with PJ at the time? Doesn't make you any better than him, does it? It just makes you look like the YouTube harlot. I mean, I'm sorry, it does. I know that you're just saying, stop calling me a liar and all these things. I get it. When somebody just keeps calling you a liar, you're going to prove them wrong and shove it down their throat. But did it make you feel any better after you did it? Because if the shoe was on the other foot and you were PJ, you wouldn't like it one fucking bit. And if she told you that it was complicated and that they were off and on, then he didn't know anybody an explanation about anything. And y'all really don't know what he told PJ. Y'all really don't. Y'all don't know that he lied to her or anything else. Y'all are just assuming. You're speculating and talking shit just because you don't like PJ for whatever reason. And a lot of you really do want to wear Dolly's skin. And you want to be inside his skin. Like some of y'all are dead ass in love with Dolly Vision and whatever. That's your red wagon. Pull it like you want to. And you're pissed off because you're never going to have a chance with him because he's going to marry PJ. And I know that also has a lot to do with it too, Tina. You're never going to be Miss Dolly Vision. You're never going to be his girlfriend, and you're never going to be the one that he tells you that he loves. And I know that hurts your feelings because I've been there and done that. I know it hurts your feelings, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. But at this point, does it really matter who believes you and who doesn't believe you? My whole point of that is that it didn't make you look any better than him. Whether it happened, didn't happen, I don't know. I wasn't there, and I don't give a shit. I just wanted to talk about something different than other these demonic ass bitches who have made my life miserable. That's it. Like, a lot of people on YouTube, they take a bone and they run with it, right? And the next thing you know, it's blown way out of proportion. It's all the things. Most of those people that were in your chat didn't give a fuck about what you were saying, Tina. They were just there to troll you or to talk shit about me. I mean, the short about you saying I've never had a man while he's pleasing me tell me to lick my fingers, it's hard not to laugh at shit like that. I'm sorry, it is. It just is. It's really hard for me not to laugh. I'm sorry, I got a sick sense of humor. Shit was funny.
I know, but listen, the reason I'm doing this live, I didn't say my truth to try to ruin things with those two so I could get.
Here's my point. It's not going to ruin anything with them. Okay? Honestly, I think PJ's made that clear. And then I'm going to show y'all something real fast. I forgot I had to go get this lady, and I want to talk about this for a minute. And then I want to talk about Jenny. Okay? I may have to just come back. I don't know, because I got to go get this lady in a few minutes. Where is it? Where's his channel? That night after my live or during my live, whenever it was, he put this out. Dear psycho women who want to wear my skin and that live in crazy land, let me make this clear. I'm with the woman that I love and my best friend. We have a happy life, and no matter what you say or what you do, nothing is going to change that. Please reach out to a medical professional to get some help because some of you really need it. Please move on and stop stalking me because I'm going to marry this beautiful, awesome chick in the picture below. All right? 1,000 people like that. I don't think it caused a bit of a problem between PJ and Dolly. And I do believe that you did it to be hateful to PJ because you hate PJ. Because PJ has something that you want still to this day. That's obvious. You're going to have to move on. Take the L and move on. You chose to go there knowing that he did not want to be with you as a girlfriend. You chose to do that. I don't feel sorry for you. You knew the situation. When a man tells you do not tell a soul, does that make him a good man? No, that's kind of shitty. But you knew what you were getting before you did it. Dolly was a player back then. Now he's found the one that he likes and that he can put up with for the rest of his life. And good for him. This ain't going to change his mind. Even if it did, he would not go to you because of what you did. If they didn't cause an ounce of trouble with him, I'm telling you that now. Telling the world that you changed your swimsuit in his car with him in there still doesn't make you look like an Amish choir girl, okay? Like, listen, and I'm no prude either. Get in where you fit in, all right? Do what you do. Some of these prudish ass ladies on here maybe need to do it themselves and have a little fun in life, okay? I'm not a prude by any means. I don't hold a Bible in my hand while I'm talking shit to somebody on the internet, all right? But I digress. I certainly don't hold my pearls at every dirty thing that's said on the internet either, like a lot of these women in this community do, and in the true crime community, who are genuinely shocked at some of the things that are said. Why? Honey, it's 2026. Get off the internet if you don't want to hear it, because that's the way people speak now. I know that some of you are older, respectfully, old and older. Okay, I'm 58. But I'm far from being a prude, okay? I am. I mean, Tina doesn't have a bad body. And she wasn't afraid to take off that swimsuit and change in his car because she doesn't have a bad body. So, go ahead on, girl, okay? Do what you do. But don't come on here and tell everybody and act like these women are going to open their arms to you and act like you are some kind of Amish choir girl stuck in the Jesus mode, okay? You are a harlot to them, ma'am. You are a YouTube harlot. Hell, I'm not hating on you for it either. Okay, so get that through your mind. However, what I didn't like about it all, and this is the truth on both sides of that coin, because I'm fair, if anything, is if he was with somebody, he shouldn't have been fucking around. But if they were off and on, and he told you about it, and she said the same thing, it's fair game. Does it make it right? Probably not, but I'm not judge, jury, and executioner either. At the end of the day, PJ did not give a fuck enough to not make her not love the man. She loves him. He loves her. Let them love each other and move the fuck on and find somebody who doesn't mind or who wants to see you butt naked in the car, changing your swimsuit, and will talk to you the next day. Why, Moonlight? He didn't have to. He wasn't with anybody. He was single at the time. He didn't have to stop shit. These are grown people we're talking about. I'm not faulting Dolly any more than I'm faulting her. What I'm faulting her for is coming on here telling everything that she had for breakfast and then expecting a different result that she's gotten for the last 3 years. It's never going to happen. Stop it. Have some, if anything, have enough respect to yourself not to tell everything that, like some things just don't need to be told on the internet. I have learned that the hard way more than one time. I learned that every other day. Okay. Well, Sassy, she wasn't. Okay. If she was in a public parking lot changing into a swimsuit, who fucking cares? Let your freak flag fly. Who gives a fuck? She's not married. She was single. Who cares? That's not anybody's decision but hers. It's her body. Do what you do, girl. Do what you do. But don't come on here expecting some kind of result or expecting when you tell it all that people are going to be there cheering you on, honey, or respecting you for it, because they're not going to. I don't respect you for it. And also on the same side of that coin, I tried to give you some solid advice. Like, love yourself, honey. It's free. I've spent so many years not loving myself. I thought that it'd really be okay to be somebody's side chick. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not okay. If a man tells you do not tell a soul, pack your shit and get the fuck on. And don't ever speak to him again, because he is not worth your time. And I don't care who it is. Want more for yourself. Because if you don't, you're always going to get into the same situation, and you're going to end up by yourself and having these late night phone calls every now and then. You should want more for yourself than that. And I believe that you do. I believe that you genuinely love him for whatever reason. And that you really hate PJ for the same reason that any woman, I guess, would that loves another man. She's got him and you don't. That is like classic jealousy, envy 101. Coming to YouTube and telling it all, what did it accomplish? Did it change anything? Did PJ go up in arms and kick and leave Dolly? No, what it did was make them double down about loving each other. So you didn't do anything to help your cause, honey. But let's move on. Okay.
Believes me. Jimmy knows he's a player, or he used to be. The reason I'm doing this live, okay, I know, but listen, the reason I'm doing this live, I didn't say my truth to try to ruin things with those two so I could take her place or something. That's just stupid.
Well, I didn't say that exactly.
I'm all the way in Washington, all right? Now, I wasn't going to do this live, but I didn't like the way she was talking to me like I'm a 12-year-old or something, like I'm trying to take someone's man. No, okay? So what I'm going to do is show again, because obviously she didn't see it, how I wouldn't say he led me on, but after I visited him, he made it look like we could keep something going. Now, she might have gotten all, as she calls, official PJ with him in December, right? Well, I didn't know she was with anyone, or he was, until March. So I was involved.
It's not just because you didn't know about it until March. No, newsflash. They're not required. Nobody's required to tell you about their relationship. Some people just absolutely want to keep it off this platform. And can you see why? Can you see why? Because I can. I can, absolutely can. Because people want to interject themselves into your relationship. And if they don't like the person that you're with, they're going to do everything in their power to destroy it. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but that is what happens.
With him before March, and then found out, no, wait, he reached out to me at the end of March. She started seeing him in December. So for 3 whole months, I didn't know a fucking thing. And that's why in my live, I said my heart sank a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, but he did. He told me, well, I got to have a girlfriend. I didn't know. Like, he's so busy. He's up all night doing lives. But let's be real. I knew I wasn't going to be his girlfriend. I knew that the whole Missa thing and possibly a BHB thing, but I didn't know. And I've heard other stories. He likes to meet some of his mods and this and that. Rock this girl, stuff like that. So I know I by no means thought I was going to be the one or something. This is so stupid. So anyway, what I'm going to do is show proof. And I hope she sees this or whatever. That after I got back, okay, after I saw him 3 times, morning, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Okay. It's very, you don't splice up videos and then go, I don't get it, and have to go back. Okay. I didn't say we could get in at 2 to have 1 hour thing. Okay. To be together. I was simply stating that she would open the room up for me about an hour before 3, because 3 o'clock was the time. And I'm getting there at 8 in the damn morning with all my luggage. I want to put stuff away. So it was just an hour before. It wasn't all a big to-do for anything else. So I pulled up on my live for her to see, because this is the thing. When she laughed her butt off about the licking fingers and, and me never having anybody but to ask me to do that. Well, he's, that's proof. Before I really saw it, I saw it.
It does.
And
it absolutely does.
That's like, just because it's big and everything isn't a reason to necessarily just have to meet a guy either. Okay, I just wanted to meet him. Now, she wrote, what? And I could have ignored it, but I hearted it and I just said, yep. And then I wrote a little more because I know what kind of lady she kind of is. She took all the little messages that Destiny Rose years ago sent her and played different parts and interjected her feelings into all of it. if I were to ever play something back of someone's, I wouldn't splice it up. I wouldn't stop and comment my feelings about every little thing, even all this ice stuff. I don't do that. People don't want to necessarily hear my, oh God, go ice or whatever. Okay. And while I'm thinking of it, there were 2 reasons. Jimmy was sitting over there on his live. I don't care if he's for or against ICE. What I didn't like was him insulting the protesters. Let's just get it real. And he was. He was saying, well, you all should have gotten out of bed and gone and voted. How does he know people didn't vote? And I know he's just being funny and flip, but this was like the 3rd day. He also said,
Yeah, he did.
well, you all voted for him. How
did.
does he know that anybody in Minnesota voted for him? He doesn't know. He also said
Yeah,
that it
she's talking
doesn't
about other
do
things.
any good to protest. And that was on the 1st day. And then he said it again the 2nd and
Well-
the 3rd. And then I noticed he kind of, because I was,
But wait a minute. But that's his opinion. That's his opinion, and he's allowed to have it, just like everybody else on this platform. Seriously. So you did this because you pissed you off about ICE, or what? Make my mind up, honey.
watching his protest to see if his sort of slash, lack of better word, rhetoric on being against protesting would calm down. And it did a little. But his belittling and mocking the people in Minnesota, freezing their asses off to take a stand because they don't know what else to do, that is what pissed me off. Not the fact that he's all for ICE and shit. Okay, that's a given. I also thought he wasn't really for Trump. But I know now he is, regardless of what he says, because he couldn't wait to play his Davos thing on his live. So I said, this was before even anything to do with PJ. You guys look at my lives. I'm like, what? I thought Jimmy had more compassion than this for people. All right. I've never ever said he's racist, and people don't think he is. But I'm here to say that he's not for those supporters in Minnesota. And then another live, and this isn't later on when he's tired and doesn't know what to say. This is in the beginning of his lives, you guys. He's saying things like, oh my God, look at that cheap drum that guy's banging on. What a waste of time. You'd think he'd at least get a nice, more expensive one. Or there was someone dressed as a pickle. Why are they looking so stupid and making an ass out of themselves? Who cares? Who cares what people wear? Who cares how they look? Maybe he's cold. And then in another live, he's picking on the younger folk because they were dancing. Well, maybe they're dancing because A, they're young, and B, they're excited because more people were coming to protest. You remember it was like, what, 1,000 or something the first day, and then more and more, and then the whole city. And in all honesty, if you look back at other protests, this was pretty damn peaceful. Okay, granted, I showed that thing at, I said it was Hotel Suite in Minneapolis. No, it's called Home 2 Suites. And that's where the agents were staying. And did they bang and bang and bang? And did it work? Yeah. That said, maybe now with all this, everything and the time and a ring and they are engaged. Even if it's just in spirit and it's just a ring, right?
What?
I have rings. I have a fake red ring and a
Okay. I'm going, oh. Hey, Jen B. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jenna. You know what? I'm going to return to this. I've got to go pick up a lady from kidney dialysis, but I'm going to go live while I'm driving, and then I'm going to come back and revisit that because that just pissed me off. So I'm just going to leave my live going, okay? But I'll get on my phone while I'm driving, and then while she's in the car, I'm going to, be respectful and yes. I'm not sure, but she just pissed me off right then. So now I got a lot to say that I've been holding my tongue with, right? So yeah, if y'all could just give me a few, I'm gonna leave it live. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, and I'm gonna get on my phone, and we're gonna have I'm gonna listen to that one more time though.
Cute little diamond ring underneath. That's also fake. Okay. But I'm given rings by my friend Teresa in this town. My mom has mailed me rings, and it can mean different things to different people. Okay, this isn't about me saying, okay, they're not engaged anymore. They're never going to get married. Frankly, probably by now, if he is the type that will marry someday, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, like within even the next 5 years.
We're gonna hold that thought, and we're gonna have a conversation about it. Let me get on. Let me remove myself now, and I'm gonna get on my phone, and we're gonna talk about this all the way to go pick her up, because that's delusional. Are you saying that the ring is fake, ma'am?
Okay, can y'all hear me? We're going to talk about that while I drive. Let's have a conversation about that. Babies, I'll be right back, okay? I gotta go get someone, all right? Okay. All right. Okay, great. Lord Jesus. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Sorry, y'all, I couldn't find my live. It just disappeared on me. She needs something. Hey, 23, what's up? Jesus, this fucking traffic is terrible. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'll never get out of here. My gracious. Oh my God. I got road rage. See you, Nelly. Anyway, back to the case in hand. I wish I didn't have to leave right then because it was getting good and I wanted to talk. Like, what the fuck is she trying to say? That ring is fake? I'm taking a shortcut. Sorry, not sorry. It's fucking stupid. Just like that. Because nobody was ever going to get out of there. That's a bad place to try to get out. Oh, God. Shit, man. Let me over and don't hit me. Thank you. Okay. Lord, see you, Allie. Oh, Nelly, sorry. Anyway, I'm trying to not. I'm going to have to put the phone down here if you hear me. Anyway, so what's she trying to say? That BJ's, like, it doesn't do good. It doesn't do any good for you to be nice to anybody or about anybody on here. Like, everybody has these underlying reasons why they do what they do to people and then expect people to be okay with it. I'm not okay with it. Like, at the end of the day, if you didn't have nefarious reasons for putting it out, then why'd you put it out, sister? You know what I mean? So what if it's a cubic zirconia? Who cares? I don't believe that it is, but what if it was? So what? I don't understand that. A ring can mean anything. Well, genuinely, ma'am, when a man gives a woman a ring to put on her left hand, ma'am, on her ring finger, that means one of two things, sweetheart. When you're young, you can put a promise ring on there, or when you're a grown man at 50 and you give a woman a diamond ring to put on a ring finger, you crazy heifer, that means that he likes her a little bit and wants to spend the rest of his life with her. He didn't give it to her in a friend kind of Teresa kind of way, ma'am. The fuck? And then to say that they're not going to get married. I don't see them get married within the next 5 years. Sweet Jesus. And this is why people get aggravated. Whether you like PJ or not, who the fuck are you to say anything about any of them? You jealous twat waffle? Because I guarantee you this. If Dolly didn't care about her or love her, He wouldn't have put a ring on that finger, girl. He didn't even give you a bubblegum ring, ma'am. That's a little spiteful to say. And so then you're trying to do the innocent act and act like you mean well. No, you don't. No, you don't. You are spitting nails, especially when you found out that he gave her a ring. I bet that you made a doll of Dolly. I bet you made a doll and you put pins in his dick. I bet you did. Because I would have. I would have. So there's that. Now I got plenty to say. You did not what? She sounds a little bit jealous. She sounds more than that. And then you want to say you're not delusional. Well, ma'am, you ain't living in my world. I can tell you that. Ba-ra-pa-bum-bum. So, yeah. She's sounding a little bit bitchy, isn't she? And trying to say it with that sweet voice like she's not being bitchy. Ma'am, I can sound like a choir girl and come out bitchy. Okay, because I'm about to when I get back. If I didn't have to go get this lady. Because I'm trying to make my room money, so I got to drive somehow. You know what I mean? Picking up what I'm laying down, people? I'm too fat to be cold. I'm fat for a reason. That means I don't want to be cold. And I don't like to leave my dogs outside all night long.